Well, you say this is the moment of truth, but I have to tell you, here in the Russian capital, things feel pretty normal, pretty quiet. There are people walking along the streets, going to metro stations, on their way to work, despite the fact that their president has just made that extraordinary speech in the early hours of the morning local time here in Moscow, saying that he is launching a special military operation, that justice and truth are on the Russian side as far as he's concerned, that this is about the denazification of Ukraine, a claim he made without any evidence whatsoever. And he said that there will inevitably be clashes between Ukrainian forces and Russian forces now going into that part of eastern Ukraine. Vladimir Putin was certainly clear that there are no plans to occupy Ukraine as a whole, but as I said, he very clearly acknowledged the chance that there will be military clashes, that there will be violence between Ukrainian forces and Russian forces.
Absolutely indeed. And at this point of time, do we know at all of the objective of the Russian military? Back in 2014, it went with a very clear objective of annexing Crimea, which is what it did in a swift operation. But at this point of time, has the Russian president clearly spelled out what he intends to do with Russian army being sent into Ukraine?
The way that Vladimir Putin in his speech is sort of excusing this, the argument that he's making is that he has recognized the independence of these two breakaway regions of eastern Ukraine, the Donetsk People's Republic so-called, and the so-called Lugansk People's Republic, and that they have asked, the leaders of those self-proclaimed republics have asked Moscow, have asked the Russian government for assistance. That is the argument that Vladimir Putin is making. And earlier in the week, we had the Russian parliament unanimously approving the ability of the Russian president to send Russian troops abroad, to send Russian troops into eastern Ukraine. We also had this wider message, as I was mentioning earlier, talking about the denazification of Ukraine. That is a message that we heard also in President Putin's speech, his address to the nation on Monday here in Moscow. And Putin is trying to put the blame on Ukraine. He is saying that Ukrainian soldiers will be blamed for bloodshed. That is an argument, of course, that the US President, for example, Joe Biden, are completely refuting. They are saying any bloodshed is the responsibility of Vladimir Putin as he launches this special military operation, as it's being called.